pretend that I'm like the main character of a CW TV show whenever I read a book with an East Asian girl character. You know, I was embarrassed when I was talking about it, but now that I'm thinking back on it, I like really stand by my statements. Hey everyone, it's Sunny. Welcome back to my channel. First of all, thank you for 3K. Literally, what is happening? Bro, what is even happening? Just thank you so much. I think back to what I did for like 1K and 2K, and I feel like they were like progressively just exposing me like more and more, so I just thought that I would continue that. So welcome to this video. I was thinking about this morning, but literally I have so many random reading habits that are high-key like embarrassing that I like don't talk about and I don't tell anyone because I'm like kind of embarrassed about them, but I guess we're here now. And also these are like reading habits that, why do I feel like I haven't heard like anyone talk about them at all? That can't be true, right? I can't be the only one who does this stuff. I'm taking this video down. I'm just gonna dive right in. If anyone can like validate me in the comments. Oh my gosh, wait, why am I kind of nervous? Never talked about this before. Whew, let's go. Okay, so the first random reading habit that I have it's literally what I was doing today during class when I should have been listening to my lecture. I am like a Pinterest board creating athlete. For a lot of the books that I read, I will create like a dedicated Pinterest board just for that book, make it more aesthetic. Does anyone else do that? Oh yeah, I'm reading How We Fell Apart right now by 𝐤𝐤𝐬𝐤, and it's kind of like a dark academia, murder mystery, like that kind of vibe. I don't even know if this is the aesthetic that is like described in the book. I made the executive decision that this is the aesthetic that I'm going with for this book because I like it. It makes it more fun. It's gonna make me more motivated to read that book, you know what I mean? Like I did it for like The Cruel Prince, I've done it for like Six of Crows, I've done it for yeah, that's like the first thing that I do, and like it genuinely is like a form of self-expression, you know? Oh my god, I really go down rabbit holes. I could literally spend hours and hours and hours just like creating Pinterest boards, organizing random Pinterest boards that I'm never gonna use again, but it's like fun creating them. That's like what I'm saying. It's actually self-expression. If you haven't tried like Pinterest board creation therapy, like it's midterm season for y'all. This is your sign. Go make a midterm season study aesthetic Pinterest board. You're welcome. Okay, so my next random reading habit is that this is kind of embarrassing. Okay, all these are kind of embarrassing. If I can help it, I have to cast real people to play characters in my head while I read a book. I'm gonna explain what I mean by this. They don't have to be actors. It's like preferable because then I know the way that they, like I can see the way that they act and like walk, and especially this is the one, I know what their voice sounds like. And so here is the nightmarish, terrible reality. I don't know what's happened. I don't know if like age has made my creativity go stale or something. I literally can't make up characters' voices. Is this just me? Like no one ever talked about this before. Like what makes me think that this has to just be like a me thing? I am like less evolved than everyone else because I simply cannot read like dialogue and like be fully immersed in it if I don't have like a separate person's voice for reference who I can like cast as that character. If I don't have that, then everything is like read in my voice, like my inside voice, you know, like you have a mind voice like inside your head, and like I can't do that for all the characters. Like I don't believe myself, like I'm not that good of an actor, you know. You know how you can't think of a color that you've never seen before? I literally can't imagine a voice that I've never heard before. Okay, my next cursed reading habit that I have, this one is actually embarrassing, I'm not even joking. Okay. I will like pretend I am the main character of this book CW adaptation. Okay, I know what that sounds like, okay? I know what that sounds like. That sounds like this is my world and y'all are just living in it. It's in a very specific scenario, okay? It has to be a book that could have a CW adaptation, but only if the main character is an East Asian girl. Otherwise, that's like false casting and I can't do that. It has to meet those two conditions, and we all know how rare those two conditions are, so it's not that often, I promise. I will say though that if a book does have like an East Asian girl character, low-key, I will like insert myself as that character. Oh my guys, my phone literally just had a heart attack on me. Oh bro, I hate having to refilm stuff. I've only had to do it like once or twice. Oh, literally the worst. Okay, I forget where I was. Okay, I think I was talking about the fact that I pretend that I'm the main character. I pretend that I'm like the main character of a CW TV show whenever I read a book with an East Asian girl character. Yeah. You know, I was embarrassed when I was talking about it, but now that I'm thinking back on it, I like really stand by my statements. Like I feel like it's a healthy coping mechanism for like the lack of representation that I've had in my life up until now. Okay, I think the next one that I was gonna talk about is the fact that I treat my books terribly just for the vibes. Okay, I would never do it for someone else's book. Like, I actually do kind of treat my books badly on purpose. First of all, I like don't buy a lot of books anyway, so if I do buy a book, it's probably because I was either feeling like really spicy that day for no reason, or because I want to like keep it and annotate it or something like that. In which case, anytime that I want to annotate a book, it's because like I'm trying to be like the main character of my own story, you know what I mean? I personally like it when you can tell that a book's been read before and like it's like gone through a lot, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to feel like this is like an ancient paperback that I picked up from the library from Beauty and the Beast. So like immediately like when I get a book or something, like I'm trying to see some water damage. Okay, it's never on purpose, okay? I'm just saying, like, if it happens, like, it happens. Like, if it's, like, really, really humid outside or something, the pages get a little bit crinkly. Like, yes, I'm trying to break its spine. Yes, I'm trying to dog-ear the pages. I don't know. I literally just do it for the vibe. So yeah, the next thing I'll do is like highlight. Okay, I feel like a lot of people do this. I'll like highlight like lines or like quotes from the books that I read, which I feel like a lot of people do like when they annotate books. And then what I'll do is like every time that I finish a book, I'll systematically copy everything down by hand. Here it is, into this kind of like the most low maintenance book journal you'll ever see in your entire life. I call it like my book diary, but it kind of makes me sound like a quirky main character when I say that, so I try not to say it. As you can see, I'm a very aesthetic, very talented bullet journaler. Look at all the stickers and the washi tape. It's like literally exactly what you think it is. I literally just write down everything just like in a plain black pen. With that, literally that's all it is, just quotes. It's just so that I can have like everything that I loved about a book all in like one place. If I ever want to, I can go back and just like get an instant boost of serotonin. Some days I need it more than other days. Okay, but here's the part that's like embarrassing. It's the fact that if I like really fall in love with like a couple in a book, it'll like very quickly turn into me just copying like pages upon pages upon pages of the book, like literally word for word into this, and like it literally turns into like a full day affair, like me copying everything down because there's like so much to copy down, like so thick. I like had to do like wrist stretches, like make sure that I'm like being ergonomic. I feel like I'm literally reading like an entire book, like again when I'm like going back to read my, you know, like the hour-and-a-half compilations on YouTube of just scenes of this one side couple of a very like long-running TV show, but like everybody's compiled all their scenes together and now they have a whole movie. It's literally that, but in book form. Like honestly, it's so powerful. If I like ever like go back and like read this from like front to back, like I think that I would burst into flames. Okay, next habit. By the way, in no way that I'm ever showing anyone this, like so personal. It's like so personal, intimate for no reason. Okay, the next thing I do is like not much of a reading habit as it is like literally a reading flaw. I will like fully skim read entire huge sections of books, and by like huge sections I do mean like there are some books where I've literally skim read like the second entire half, and when I say skim read, like I do mean this. I know. Does that make me a terrible reader? Some might say yes. I might agree, but honestly, I honestly just think it's like self-preservation. I have like no problem with like DNFing books. I personally just think that it's like good time management. So if there's a book that I have to finish for some reason, like let's say it's for like a video or something, like, and I have to finish it, then I'll just do that. And like if there's ever like a huge monologue or something, do you know when you can like, you're reading a book and like you can't help it, your eyes wander to the next page and you see, you know what I'm talking about, you freaking see those like two little squiggly marks that authors sometimes use to like section off like sections within a chapter. If it's a full block and multiple pages of just italicized writing with no dialogue because the old man is about to tell the main character a story, please no my attention span. There are rare occasions where like that's fine and I won't skim read it, but like for the most part I really go onto autopilot and it's so out of my control. Okay, that's like the last habit that I'll talk about here. I have more, but I'm like already embarrassed enough about the things that I said in this, so yeah, you can relate to any of the things that I've said because what I feel like literally I've never heard anyone talk about any of these things. Like I can't be that quirky, like I know that I'm not. And let me know any of your reading habits that you have. Yeah, subscribe to my channel if you haven't and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every single time that I upload a new video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, love you, bye.